The next book is one that is also one of my favorites. I found this to be very refreshing. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Femke from Fame to the Fiction on Instagram and Bookish Buddies on Twitter. And today I will be talking to you about the books I found the most surprising in 2019. The books on this list I don't necessarily consider to be the best books. Some of the books on here I do consider among the best books I read this year, but those I will only include in this video. First book that really surprised me this year was Royal Bastards by Andrew Schwartz. I found this to be very refreshing. It was very fast-paced, action-packed. I really liked the world building and everything. Overall, I was really pleasantly surprised because it's quite thin. And thin books usually scare me because it's much more difficult to accomplish good world building, character arcs, plot in a short book than it is to achieve in a long book. But I think Andrew Schwartz really did a good job in doing all that in such a short book. The next book is The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. I had heard really good things about this book and I put it on my books that I already own that I want to read in 2019 list. I was really pleasantly surprised. This book had me crying at like 1/3 of the way. I think it was really beautifully written. I also really liked the world building and plot and the characters. Most of the twists and turns I didn't find really surprising, but overall this book really surprised me and I'm really excited to read the second book. The next book is one that is also one of my favorites, but like I said before, it will only be in this video to avoid repetition, and that is Illuminae by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. I was a bit hesitant going into this book because of the way it's formatted and the fact that it's sci-fi, and I haven't read a lot of sci-fi, but I was just so surprised. I really loved these books. I really loved what the authors accomplished without regular descriptive writing. Everything needed to be conveyed through transcripts, shays or other files, memory files, and it was so refreshing to read this. I don't even have words for this because I really loved it. The next book on this list is Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan, which was one of my most anticipated releases of this year. While it was one of my most anticipated releases, I was also a little bit on the fence because of the, I believe it's Polish culture that is embedded in this book. Sometimes it just isn't done right, and that's what I was scared of, but in this book it was really well done. It was a bit confusing with all the Polish names, but I suppose I'll get used to it. I was so immersed in this book that I didn't even start to think about the plot twists that were coming. So I didn't see them coming, which is something that I usually do. So yeah, that was really well done for this book, and I cannot wait for the sequel. And then the final book on this list is Everless by Sarah Holland. This is a pretty small book, so I was a bit hesitant going into this, but I thought it was really well done for once. I think character arc, world building and plot were done a lot better than romance in this book. What tends to happen in my opinion is that the romance gets most attention, but that was not the case in this one. It even felt a bit out of place in this book, I suppose. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed it. I really liked the world. I liked the magic system in this world, and I'm really keen to read the second installment. Those were my most surprising reads for this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment down below with your most surprising reads of this year. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified every single time that we post, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!